Monica, my name is Nicky Sundaram. I'd love to work with Surya, Vikram, Arya, or Bharat. Shankar is an amazing director. Someone else I also really respect is Bala. The first telefilm I ever watched when I was like 6 years old was Roja Kutam. Then following that was Gilli and then Kadal Kunde. And after watching those three, I just started watching Tamil movies non-stop. Aishwarya, she was a great person to work with, very talented. And this is my film, May, my debut. I'm strongly looking forward to it. Well, the kind of family I come from, definitely not an arts family. It's like my grandfather, he's the chairman of TVS. So most of my family members currently work in TVS, and others just do like business and finance and stuff. I think I'm the first person to go into the arts in my family, which is very exciting. Yeah, unlike many of my other family members, I completely respect them for like where they've gotten to in life, especially both my parents. They've always been there to support me, and they're both really hard workers and have really done a lot. So I'm really glad I got to be a part of this, especially with my parents' support. Not many people, from what I've heard, really get much support from their parents when it comes to an industry like this. Well, here. Well, I'm currently about to get my undergrad degree at New York University, Tisch School of the Arts. I've got one more year left, and my major is acting. Yeah. Most of my family members are in business, yeah, but I've always been into the arts since I was a kid, so I always knew I was going to go into the arts. So there wasn't really a transition for me. I always knew I wanted to go into the film industry, and my parents were always very supportive of me. Well, originally I actually did want to be a director, but I had this one experience in high school when I did my first play in 11th standard. The play was called Flowers for Algernon, and I was casted as the lead, and this was my first time acting on stage. My character is this guy who suffers from mental retardation, then gets an operation and turns into a genius. Really enjoyed playing that character, and I would say that's definitely one of the best experiences of my life, that performance. And after that, that's when I realized, yeah, I definitely want to go into acting. Yeah, I know, there are many people, including the director, the choreographers, and everyone who are making their debuts as well, but I really think they did a great job. They're very professional, have a strong work ethic, very passionate, so I really enjoyed working with them. Thought the crew was great, and always had an amazing time on set. Definitely the best experience of my life so far. Yeah. My character's name is Abhinav Chandran. He's this NRI doctor who experiences a serious tragedy back home in America. So therefore he comes here to India to work in his uncle's medical shop, only to find himself in a problem 100 times worse compared to the one he was facing in America, and there may be no escape this time. Well, I was approached, yeah, with the script, and at first I wasn't sure because I never really imagined myself playing a doctor, but after reading the script, I thought it was really intelligent and really brings out a great message of a serious problem that's actually going on in the world today, and therefore yeah, it mostly talks about medical corruption, which I know is still is a huge problem all around the world, and it talks about a specific thing when it comes to medical corruption. Don't want to say what that is, but yeah, I don't want to spoil the film, but this particular problem that the film focuses on, I read a lot about it, and it seems to be a serious thing that's going on now, so I'm really honored to be in a film that gives out this great message. Aishwarya, she was a great person to work with, very talented, very friendly. We got along really well. Yeah, and for many of my scenes, she always kept giving me a lot of great advice. Yeah, it was really an honor to work with her. And I definitely would love to work with her again in the future. Well, I've been watching Tamil films since the age of 7, and the first Tamil film I ever watched when I was like 6 years old was Roja Kutam. Then following that was Gilli, and then Kadal Konde. And after watching those three, I just started watching Tamil movies non-stop. Back then, I started off liking Vijay. I was obsessed with him and Dhanush. But now I'd say definitely Vikram and Surya. Well, definitely think Shankar is an amazing director. Since many of the scripts he comes up with are very unique and very different compared to most other Tamil films. And someone else I also really respect is Bala, because something I've realized in many of his films is he seems to really know how to bring out the best in any actor. I mean, yeah, I've been getting that a lot, but I mean, technically, yeah, if you just ignore my looks, both my parents grew up here, and so my heritage is 100% Tamilian. Yeah, my looks may not be, but now we're Tamilian though. New York University, Tisch School of the Arts, acting major. Well, I'd love to work with Surya, Vikram, Arya, or Bharat. Those are the four I respect the most right now. Well, the guy who played the villain in this, Vinod Krishnan, he's my uncle. The guy who played the villain in this film, and the person who composed the music, Prithvi Kumar, he's my cousin also. So my film May, scheduled for an August 23rd release. Strongly encourage you to come check it out. Yeah, it really brings out a great message of a very serious problem that's going on in the world today, and I think it really educates people on this one problem, because there haven't been many films about it recently. Only now people have started making more and more films about that focus on this particular problem. So yeah, that's why I strongly encourage you to come watch it. I hope to see you there.